It's Friday now. It's Friday night. How y'all doing? I've been getting some PR in the mail that I've been wanting to share with y'all. I've been gathering some Sephora goodies that have been coming into the mail since the Sephora VIB sale that just happened. And I just wanted to share it with y'all. The Fude BoBo sale is still going on, so I wanted to make myself available to y'all in case anybody had any questions about any brushes that you'd like to see me showcase. So I just figured that this can be a chill Friday night live. How is everyone? Thank you so much for being here. Hello, hey son, hey cat. Okay, no worries. All right, so I did get a package in the mail first and foremost from Bisyodo, and I wanted to start out with that because I am so incredibly humbled that I was able to receive PR from Bisyodo. It's my first time receiving PR from Bisyodo, and I wanted to share it with y'all. So I went ahead and unboxed these babies today. So I am working on editing a reel for y'all. But in the meantime, I also wanted to showcase them for you live. They are available on the Fude BoBo website, although they are excluded from the Black Friday sale that's going on her website right now. So if y'all weren't already aware, you can get every brush on the Fude BoBo website for 20% off. Thank you so much for shopping my links for anything I'm going to be talking about today, including Fude BoBo and Sephora. I have everything linked on Shop My. If you want any direct links, feel free to DM me on Instagram. But yes, unfortunately, Bisyodo is excluded. Bisyodo is one of my absolute top favorite brush makers, and they have these beautiful mixed brushes. They are a mix of goat and fox hair. These are natural hair brushes. These are handmade Japanese brushes, and they are bundled by some of the best brush makers in the world. So they sent me 3 brushes. We have the BF05, the BP03, and the BC02. So just to showcase them for y'all, the BP03, and these are all pre-washed. So if you're familiar with natural hair brushes, you'll know that after you wash them for the first time, they do bloom out. So starting out, hey Rocio, how are you? You've been loving them, son. I know that you just got your hands on them too. Welcome in, everyone. Please make sure that you like my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already. Follow me on Instagram at MakeupEsquire. My handle is the same. Hey, Stacy, welcome in. I'm showing some, yes, we're live. I'm showing some new hauls and some new PR that just came in. So welcome in, everyone. So this is the BP03. I love that this brush has the name engraved in the handle. They don't always do that. It's subtle enough to where it's not super obvious. That's kind of one of the things that I personally don't prefer. I know Refer has been kind of like making their logos a little bit more subtle in recent releases, which I appreciate because I don't always love like a big obnoxious looking logo, but I do really love how brushes, especially ones like this that are kind of like code, are listed on the handle itself so that I can refer to them. And so yes, and especially when they're engraved, it just feels so much more luxe than if they're printed on. So I love this one. The slope on it, as you can see, it's slanted. It's tapered on one side. And I love that 3D shape is what it's referred to as because it perfectly hugs the contours of your face. It hugs your cheek. This is the type of brush that could be used in so many ways. I will probably be using this brush a lot for bronzer, all over powder, or blush. And then you have this smaller version. This is the BC02. So it's B-C-02. And same for the one I just showcased, B-P-03. So the BC02 is smaller. It's tapered on both sides. It's a flat round shape. So as you can see, the ferrule is flat and this right here is round. So that's what we call flat round. Okay. Tapered along both sides, comes to kind of like a point. So that allows you to get into more precise areas as opposed to the BP03. The BP03 covers a larger surface area, but the BCO2 is better for more detail work. So the BCO2 is better, for instance, for highlighting and for powder contour, precision highlight. Like I have a little compact powder right here. So mind you, it's going to fluff out a little bit after I wash it because it's brand new right now. But this is perfect to get right here on your T-zone. These bristles are incredibly soft. It literally feels like, I can't even describe it. Like it is so soft and silky feeling on the skin. The fact that it's mixed with fox and goat hair gives you the perfect combination of both softness, sleekness, and function. So love that. And then this bigger daddy here, the BF05, looks like this. It's this more fanned out shape. Sonia G has a similar, a couple of brushes that are similar to this one. This one's more dense and it's made with fox hair. Sonia G doesn't provide us with any brushes of her own that include fox hair. So that's what makes these different and separates them from similar brushes on the market by Sonia G. Although I still love my Sonia G brushes, this one's just different. It will pick up more powder. It's more dense. It is so incredibly soft. So I love it. And in fact, I think Bisyodo for sending this one to me, although I did already have one purchased myself. So if Bisyodo wasn't, you know, so extremely kind enough to send me these releases, I would have probably purchased them myself anyways. I have almost every single Bisyodo brush that I paid for with my own money. So I'm not just saying this because they kindly gifted me this, but just goes to show my personal brush that I already had doesn't have the name engraved. So I'm still trying to decide if I just want to save this one as a backup or include it in a giveaway or something like that. But it's hard for me to like put it in a giveaway because I really want the name engraved on it because it really helps me to refer to it when I'm using it on my channel when I get questions about it. So that's just really helpful. And so for that reason alone, and you can just tell that each of it's handmade. So like every single brush is just one of a kind. You're never going to get the same brush, and you can tell by just like the handles. Do you see that exposed African rosewood with that sleek feel? It's hefty, it's glossy, so they're not going to get scratched up. I love me a gold ferrule. These are 24 plated gold ferrules. Love it. That'll be very resilient. Hello, everybody that's joining. Please go ahead and like my video, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and share this video out to all your friends, families, foes, and loved ones. It really helps my channel grow. And yeah, so if you're shopping, if you're interested in these brushes, please go ahead and use my affiliate link to Fude BoBo. But I really, really, really highly recommend this goat and fox mix. So thank you so much, Bisyodo, for gifting me these brushes. I am just so in love with them and super excited to wash them and to showcase them and to put them to good use and make more content out of them for y'all. Let me know if you've tried these, if you've picked any of these up, and what you would, what you think about them. I'd love to know your thoughts. I did showcase, just as a side note, myself using this brush already in a couple of previously filmed YouTube videos. The one off the top of my head that I can think of that I for sure used this big baby in was my mob wife makeup look. I showcased how I use this for bronzer in that video. So if you wanted to search my YouTube channel for my mob wife video that I made quite some time ago, you'll see this brush in action. Stay tuned for more of that content. Okay. I'm going to get into my Sephora haul, but on the topic of brushes and Fude BoBo, I did want to touch on my package that came in today from BoBo. And this is a very highly anticipated shipment. This was not gifted to me. I paid for this myself. If your purchase from Fude BoBo is under $1,000, there are tariffs or duties, I think duties associated. And just know that it's always under 20 bucks. So I think I paid like 18 bucks or something like that for them. So just FYI, but if you do hit the $1,000 threshold, she is kind enough to cover those. So hello, everybody new that's joining. All right, so this is very exciting. Who else picked these brushes up? So IAUO just released a Kolinsky. It's like a slanted face brush that's quite like thin. And I have yet to pull trigger on that one. It is 20% off currently on the BoBo website, so you can grab it now on sale if you're interested. But I've held off. I managed to hold off because I was waiting for this one to come in. And this is aged Kolinsky. Kolinsky, if you're not familiar with Kolinsky, it's extremely resilient, but it's extremely soft at the same time. So Kolinsky is workhorse. Okay, Sonia picked these up. Let me know, girl, if you think it's worth me picking that other one up. I kind of felt like this one may be similar to that IAUO one and that I probably didn't need both. So I am being so good with the purchasing, right? Like, I've been proud of myself. I've skipped a couple releases lately that is very out of character for me to skip. And part of it is because I've had other expenses. And I'm just really trying to be good about my money. And another part of it is because I've mentioned on here before, but I'm starting to run out of space. My brush drawers are busting at the seams. I am planning to probably start to like auction some off. So let me know if y'all are interested in me doing like a Fude sale. I'll probably start with my Chinese ones though and see kind of like if there's interest, if that goes smoothly. Thank you so much for the compliments, y'all. Thank you everybody for joining that's joining. Wow, these feel amazing though. They feel so sleek. I love Kolinsky. I have normal to oily skin, so I tend to find Kolinsky more useful for my particular skin type than other types of hairs, like red squirrel, for instance. I love how you can use Kolinsky with all different formulas. So this was a very exclusive and exquisite release from BoBo that she provided for us. I do believe that they've been sold out. I think these babies sold out within like the first 2 minutes. So I was super lucky to get my hands on them. It has this beautiful, I think that's like Mount Fuji on there. And yeah, beautiful maquille on the handles. They feel a little bit lighter than I expected. I'm not sure what type of wood is used. This one in particular feels a little bit lighter than this one. This one feels standard. This one might just be light because it has a smaller brush head. This did come in a duo, so you didn't have the option to buy them individually. So yeah, I have other similar brushes to these, but I just had to get my hands on these. So very happy with this purchase. I cannot wait to wash them and start to get good use out of these babies as well. So if you have received them and have started using them yourself, please let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. You can come help me organize. Oh my gosh, my beauty room is a nightmare. Like, I need so much help organizing. It's crazy. I've been begging my mom to come help me, but she's a busy woman, so she hasn't. So, all right, let's keep it moving along. Quick shout out to Wonderskin. It looks like they released a new shade in their lip tint. They did just release at Sephora as well, so big congratulations to Wonderskin. This shade is called Demure. I posted a reel on the new Wonderskin foundation today. I genuinely really do enjoy it. So this says, introducing the new Demure, softly powerful, effortlessly polished, naturally you. Meet Demure, a warm rosy brown nude that speaks quiet luxury for lips. Cute. So if you're, I'm familiar with this formula, so I'm sure this is not going to disappoint. This is their Wonder Bleeding All Day Lip Stain. It's their most popular product that they're known for. It really does work, and it looks like that's going to be the color of Demure right there on that model's lips. Gorgeous. It says, one swipe wonder, stunning no fade pigment that sets in just 60 seconds. It stays all day, smudge proof, waterproof, transfer proof. I've tested that out. It is true. Feels as good as it looks. Hydrating, non-drying, alcohol-free formula, clean beauty, 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. We love. So you apply 1 to 2 coats of the lip mask. You wait 60 seconds and you wipe away with a damp cloth to unveil your all-day lip stain. So love the fact that they gifted me a new shade and this little brush that comes with it. If y'all are not new to my channel, you know how I feel about lip brushes. I use a lip brush almost every day. I'm a big fan of lip brushes, so I truly do love the fact that they have now included one in their line. Because I was actually already using a lip brush oftentimes with their formula on my own. So it's really cool that now you can be provided one with your lip stain. I don't know that it comes with it. I don't know if you have to buy it separately, but at least they now have provided one for us. Cool. Real brief as well, before we get into the Sephora goodies, I did get this gifted as well. So Zip through Shop My sent me this Zip crystal gel with their Zip Halo. This is very exciting. I've been wanting to try this device for a really long time, and I just had not bit the bullet on it because I've always really enjoyed my NuFace. And based on what I've heard, this Zip Halo does what the NuFace does, but more. Like, it's even better. Love that. So I'm very excited. I see a huge difference when I use the NuFace device. It helps me like lift my face. I can see visible improvement in the definition of my jaw. I haven't actually been using my NuFace lately because I've been getting like a series of laser treatments and chemical peels done. So I've just laid off of it for the time being. And it just goes to show how big of a difference these devices actually really do make. Like, I'll do half my face and I can see that the other side is obviously more drooped. So super excited to get into this. You just kind of like rub it along your contours of your face. So let me know if anybody has tried this. Would love to hear your thoughts and any feedback. This is a very hefty luxe feeling container of this crystal gel. So I understand it to kind of be like ultrasound gel, because these have like, you know, radio frequency waves going on that the gel protects you from. So pretty cool. The NuFace also has their own aqua gel activator. So it's all kind of like this, like similar related type of gadgets. You have both and you prefer your NuFace, says Kat. Interesting. Okay, good to know. What kind of difference do you see? I'm curious. All right, so if you haven't already checked out the first part to, yeah, please go ahead and like and subscribe, y'all. If you haven't already checked out the first part to my Sephora haul, feel free to check that out. On the replay, I'll leave it in the iCards here. But yeah, after this live, feel free to go check it out. So I said that that was going to be part 1 because I like to do all my shopping online. And so the, you know, more things have been trickling in. I haven't gotten the entirety of my Sephora haul yet, but I'll show y'all what I have for now so far. So this brush came in and I actually used it this morning. So it's going to be hiding back here behind the camera. Let me grab it real quick. All right. Here it is. So I got the brush 26 Y'all know from part 1 that I got brush 40 as a foundation brush. And I was curious about this one. Y'all know how extensive my brush collection is, so I did not need another brush, especially not a basic synthetic brush like this. But my thoughts were that I could like use it as like a little bit of like a diffused concealer, or the way I've been liking it is to use this is to take, hey Patricia, welcome, my color corrector, like this Charlotte Tilbury one. Thank you, James Garcia. Hey, Louise Aldridge. And so, yeah, so a fluffy brush like this is perfect to just kind of like get a nice light layer of color corrector before going in with some concealer. Or even like this NARS Golden Eye. This is the light reflecting eye brightener. So yeah, lately, like today, I've been rocking this makeup all day long, and if I do say so myself, it looks pretty darn good, especially me with oily leaning skin. I have not touched up other than what you saw me just do right now. That was the first and only time all day that I touched up my makeup when I was showcasing that Bisyodo brush. I went in with like my 2 lightest coverage concealers that I was raving about the other day that I was telling y'all I love to use when I go for like a no makeup look. And the Gucci is in the shade 28C. It leans a little bit pink, which is perfect for color correcting. And then shade 4 in the Armani gives me that nice like brightening effect. And if y'all can't tell, it's kind of reflecting light in a beautiful way underneath my eyes. I mentioned on here before that I keep the Armani one underneath my eyes for that purpose, because I don't want any like glowiness going on the rest of my face. So what I actually did, you know me, using a bunch of different stuff, is use a little bit of this Fenty concealer. It's not my favorite. I would not repurchase, but I'm just trying to get use out of it. I have it in the shade 20 for 240N. I do appreciate the shade. It's a solid neutral concealer. I really do like the doe foot applicator. That's a big deal to me. It's a little too light coverage for me, and there's just better concealers on the market. Like, I don't really have anything in particular badly to say about the Fenty one. Like, it looks pretty darn good, right? Even on like my texture area, which is like my forehead, it's sitting pretty well, I must say. Of course, I like powdered it down, but I just didn't want there to be like a lot of coverage on only parts of my face and not very much coverage on the rest of my face. And the reason I did such light coverage today, no foundation, was because I'm still recovering from a chemical peel that I did exactly 1 week ago today. And technically, I'm not really supposed to be wearing makeup until tomorrow on the 8th day. So I kind of broke that rule, and I mostly have like powder foundation on the rest of my face. I went in with a MAC Studio Fix, and then I did a little bit of like the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil, the pinky shade. And then I set it with a little bit of Hourglass Mood Exposure blush. I did a little bit of a Dior highlight in their, you know, like their quad. That's a little bit of the highlight that I have, and on the inner corner of my eyes. My lip combo is fading. As you can tell, I have not touched it up all day long. And my lip combo is just, where is it? It's this lip liner, and let me grab the gloss. The Makeup Forever Super Boost lip gloss. I'm still deciding whether I'm going to keep this Boundless Berry shade. It was nice, but I did see that it was like running down my lip right here, and like by the end of the day. So I don't know if that was like user error, because I did put a lot on this morning. I'm not going to lie. So it's probably just because I loaded it up too much, but I did not like that. I'm going to try to like load up another one of my glosses that I love to see if it does the same thing, to just see if that's due to the gloss or to the amount. And then the lip liner that I have on is this one. I just picked up this lip liner. So this is part of my haul. Hey, Jamie, welcome. I love you too. And this is in the shade 300 Nude Style by Dior. And I picked this mostly up for the shade. The formula is nice though. Like, look at that, the lasting power. So just to give you an idea, it's almost 8 p.m. It's 7:55. And I applied my makeup on at 7 in the morning. So you can do the math. This is how long my makeup has stayed on. Even my eye makeup hasn't even creased or budged. So very pleasantly surprised about that. So yeah, just to go over a little bit of what I have on. I'm just going to apply a little bit more of this Eadem lip gloss, or it's actually like a balm. Oh, you love satin robes? Thank you. They're very comfortable. So yeah, you can get this one at Sephora. Maybe we can put the link up in here. This is the Eadem. This is the Lashushu Lip Softening Balm in the shade Burnt Malai. That's what it looks like. It's like this nice, like orangey brown. All right, cool. One thing that I have yet to try out, but I'm very excited to, that I did not need, but I just couldn't help myself. I've been curious about it. I've been wanting to try it. I hope this doesn't have flashback, y'all. Y'all know I absolutely love and adore the Huda Beauty setting powder. So I don't know. No setting powder really has come close. Thank you so much, Jamie. You're so sweet. I really appreciate you. You're always so positive. You're such a light up in here every time I see you. And yeah, so I'm going to be peeling this sticker off. So satisfying with y'all for the first time. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you're not already, if you're joining on YouTube. I'm streaming both on YouTube and on Instagram. So this is like a lightweight setting powder. I was hoping that it was all matte, and it appears to be. It looks like it's all matte. Sometimes these things are deceiving. So I'm going to have to put it on my face to confirm. Comes with its cute little cotton puff, very luxe, has the YSL logo on there. And yeah, I for some reason thought that there would be, this part would be thicker and there would be more powder in there just based on the photos that I saw online, but you know, it is what it is. Probably has a standard amount, 10 grams, 0.3 ounces. So the packaging is nice. It's that squishy YSL packaging that we all know and love. And I just hope that it doesn't disappoint. I was kind of going back and forth between this translucent one and like the more yellowy tone that they have. But I ended up settling on this translucent one. And so, yeah, I'll keep y'all posted. Stay tuned. Y'all are going to have to give me feedback on this. I have not tried this. It's actually not for myself. I purchased this Saie Dew Blush Trio. It has 3 minis. And included are the shade Baby, which is a cool baby pink, sweetie, neutral pink and spicy, warm terracotta. I've heard great things about this, but my thoughts about this, hey Susan, welcome. My thoughts about this were to include it as like a white elephant gift, because I do need a couple of white elephant gifts for Christmas coming up. Each of the sides of my family, my maternal and my paternal side, do white elephants. So I kind of try to be like on the hunt during the Sephora sale for some potential white elephant gifts. So that's why I ordered a second one of these. Y'all know I love these Touchland hand sanitizers. So I purchased one for myself and one as a potential white elephant gift. These are great gifts, boys or girls, very affordable and a great deal for a pack of 3, and the seasonal flavors sound delicious. Peppermint mocha, cinnamon gingerbread, and spiced pumpkin teeny. They also have like their permanent line of like more staple ones if you're interested in like non-seasonal ones. I think there's like a couple more included in that one as well. I don't know about the Saie blushes though. Like, it kind of throws me off that they move so much in the packet. Am I being extra? Like, would that bother you? I don't know. Like, for a white elephant gift, like, is this presentable enough, y'all? The white elephant gifts that we get are typically priced at 25 bucks a pop. This is a $44 value for $30. And then I got my 20% off discount on them. You can let me know, like, would you pick this if you were picking a white elephant gift, or would you not? I just don't like the fact that they slide around in the package so much. Like, I wish they had done something about that. Because, I don't know. Doesn't that would bother you too, Susan? Okay, so it's not just me, right? Like, it's like presentation is everything, right? When it comes to gifts, like look at how much space. So please let me know. Okay, Stacy likes the Saie blushes. And like for white elephant gifts, like I'm thinking to myself, like these are people that aren't like as makeup obsessed as me, right? So if it's something that is going to be like one of the few blushes in their like very limited collection, I want them to be like really excited about it. I would probably pick them, but that's because I go for makeup because I'm a beauty lover. But the moving annoys me endlessly, right? Like I know you're just going to take it out of the package, but I just feel like there could have been more thought into that. It looks like a whole additional one could fit in that empty space right there. I could put money into it also. That's a good idea, Jamie, but the white elephant gifts are only $25 in value. So, I'm not really trying to like go above and beyond, especially because I'm buying like multiple white elephant gifts. So, thank you for the compliment on my brows, on my hairy brows, Fernando. Okay, I'm trying to look at your feedback on this. It's a trio, Cali Bears. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it looks like there's one missing because there's so much, like, empty space. Exactly. It looks like, wait, what? Was I supposed to get another one? But no, it's a trio. You're supposed to only have these 3 in there. So, I don't know. Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Rodney. Thank you, people that are complimenting my lips. I'm not putting on pantyhose unless you pay me. We discussed this during my last live, and I have a high price. All right. Well, I don't know. It sounds like y'all would be bothered by this as well. So, I don't know, y'all. Maybe this might go back. I don't know if I can get over that space in it. Okay. That's unfortunate because I thought this would be like a really cute gift. Shove some wrapping in there between the blushes, says Kat. I don't know. That is weird. If I received it, I would be happy because I like makeup, but I would wonder if you kept one. Right? That's like your first instinct when getting this, right? Wrapping paper. No, yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Anyway, yeah, okay. Well, thanks y'all for your feedback on that. Keep letting me know because I have time to think about it, I guess. So, we'll see. You could ask about the empty space. I think this is just the way it is, Jamie, but thank you for the suggestion. Like, I think that Saie just did like a poor job of packaging this. It's kind of like a bag of chips, you know? Like, it's like the bag keeps getting bigger, but the amount of chips inside, like, stay the same. So you just end up with a bunch of air. So you feel like you're getting ripped off. I don't know. It's like a major turn off for me, which is a shame because I really like the idea of this. I think that a lot of people would enjoy it. The shades are beautiful. I hear great things about the formula, although I haven't tried it myself. But anyway, Stacy agrees. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's terrible. All right, cool. Well, I forgot how much I paid for this. Probably more than what the white elephant gift value is, but I've been hearing great things about this Rare Beauty channel. And I mean channel. I was like reading a comment. Rare Beauty perfume. And so I don't know. I kind of wanted to try it. The notes are, top notes are caramel, pistachio, and pink pepper. The heart is ginger, cocoa beans, and vanilla. And then the dry down is sandalwood, tonka beans, and skin musks. I've heard that this smells very gourmand and like a dessert. Kat says, I think you could save it, Noelle, and give it out. You think I should gift it as a white elephant gift? Who's tried this perfume? So usually I just blind buy full-size perfumes, but like I said, lately I've been trying to hold back and be good. And look at how adorable this is. How cute. And I typically get full sizes just because I think that the value is better. So in this one, you get this like, and the full size looks the same packaging wise, except it's bigger. It's supposed to be like packaging that keeps into mind people that are like disabled so they can easily push it, which I love. And then you get like a travel size. So this would actually be a really cute gift too, but I selfishly kind of want to keep it for myself. I'm trying to see where the spray comes out because I'm not seeing like a little hole right here. I don't know if you're supposed to twist. It's not pushing down. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this one out. Thank you, Basketball Jones. Looking fabulous. Because the blushes are a nice gift, says Stacy. Take them out of the box, wrap a ribbon around the 3 with a bow, and stick them in a gift bag. Susan, that's a really great idea. Y'all think I should do that instead? Would you rather have it be presented to you like that than in that box? Oh, somebody else said the same thing. Maybe you create little bundles and take them out of the packaging and add a variety of things into the gift bag and toss in one of those blushes. Then I'm gonna have to think about what else to include in the gift bag for a total value of 25 bucks. That's gonna take a lot of brain work. Hey, Clarissa. I know this is just like a very impromptu live. I'm telling y'all, sometimes I just, feel inspired and I randomly go live at like Friday night or Saturday nights. And so that's why I recommend you turn on your notifications so that you know anytime I pop up live. Somebody's like, this is the first time I've joined your YouTube live. I'm usually on Instagram. Girl, what are some of these comments? It's giving you need prayers. I get a lot of feedback like that. I just think it's hilarious. I do very like minimal muting and modding on my YouTube lives, and I just expect the craziness because I'm a big advocate of freedom of speech in the First Amendment, unless you're infringing on other people's right to enjoy the live. But if it's providing like harmless entertainment and it's not violating YouTube guidelines or being spammy, I just kind of let it go. But I don't know, like, yeah, you'll see that the comments are wild and the comments they stay wild in. Some of y'all are lucky she likes the First Amendment, says my moderator, Kat, because Kat would be modding if I weren't like this. Counselor, my concentration is criminal defense. Thank you very much for asking. Hand cream or cuticle oil is good during colder months. That is a good point. That's a really good point. And oh, by the way, I didn't even tell y'all that I get a whiff when I smell this, and it smells really delicious. So I'm excited for that. Like I said, I still have to decide whether I'm going to be keeping that for myself or gifting it, which is why I didn't actually go in and spray it. But yeah, I'll let y'all know if I do end up keeping it, what I think about it. So I did want to mention, that reminds me, I have this Locchane Handcream pack. And I selfishly bought this for myself because I always want to carry little mini hand creams on me, like at work, in my purse. Like that's something that I just always want on my person. This has a $45 USD value, or the value is $65, but this pack is $45 USD. So yeah, maybe something like one of these together with one of these. And I don't know, maybe like a chapstick or something like that. It's hard to know the value when you start to like mix and match stuff though. So I guess I would just probably have to be fine like going over the value. And selfishly, I don't want to do that because chances are I myself am only going to get a $25 gift. So yeah, if it was like a common thing for like people to go way over the value, no shade to my family, but yeah, a lot of them are kind of cheap. If you're watching this, like, it's been $25 for like ever, mind you. It hasn't even, the value amount hasn't even gone up with inflation. Okay, so yeah, it kind of limits you when you can only spend $25 for white elephant gifts. Yeah, you're the same. You keep them in your bags and in the car. It's a must, right? I wore this Gucci Flora perfume today. I'm happy with the smell, but like it did not last on me all day. So I don't know. I'm like really torn about that. And then I wore this Prada one yesterday, and I do think that the throw was a little bit better on the Prada one. Both of these babies are labeled as intense. So you would expect the throw to be good on both of them. This is a prime example of how I just go all in and purchase fragrances blindly. And I rarely return things, especially like fragrances. I usually just end up keeping them. But like, I'm starting to kind of, like I said, get a little bit pickier just because my collection has, you know, started to become pretty extensive. And so I don't know about this Gucci Flora. Like I said, it smells really good. I think one of the notes is salted pistachio, and look at the bottle. Like, it's gorgeous, right? That burgundy, and it's like refillable. I just don't think it lasts enough. So it's not that pricey. And like I said, I'm still waiting on a Killian one. So I know that that's going to have a good throw. And so I'm just kind of like telling myself, like, Noelle, do you really need like 3 new perfumes? No, because I have hella perfumes. So I resemble Catherine Zeta-Jones in her prime. Damn, thank you. That's a huge compliment. Wow. Hey, Ray of Sunshine, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining. You love beautifully scented body care products? I'm with you, girlfriend. I'm with you. All right, cool. And you know, if you put a comment down or a question that I miss, please feel free to repeat yourselves, y'all. I don't try to miss comments, but they're kind of starting to go by pretty quickly. So please forgive me if I usually rewatch these lives and like look at what y'all are commenting, and so many times I'm like, oh my gosh, I like feel bad that I missed that one. Okay. I bought this one. I have a similar one right now by Olaplex. It's like a heat protector and a root volumizer. But I've been hearing great things about this Color Wow one. Oh, did somebody just throw it back, sent 100 points? Yay. Thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. You're a real one. Shout out to Throw It Back. Anyway. So, yeah. I bought this one. It's Razor Root Thicken and Lift Spray. And so I'm excited to test this out. This is a hair product, if that wasn't already made obvious. Michael Moody, my mouth does things that are too expensive for you. Flexible formula forms a thickening spring around strands for instant and long-lasting lift, body, and fullness. Powerful elastomizers, in quotes, keep hair soft and aloft. Never sticky, hard, or brittle. It contains unique, clear, flexible polymers that won't yellow or darken, so color stays true. So spray into damp hair, making sure to concentrate application at the roots. Style is desired. May also be used on dry hair for instant lift and shape. Should we try it? Because it says it could be used on dry. My hair is so dirty, y'all. I haven't washed it since last Sunday. But I've just been putting dry shampoo in it. That does not feel like it's gonna work on my dry ass hair. Thank you, Dorothy. Okay, it gave us a little bit of like root lift. It feels like wet, which kind of throws me off because my hair is naturally curly and I have to like heat style it. That kind of worked though, y'all, didn't it? Right now it's like super flat because I've been out walking my dogs in the rain. So that's why I keep like volumizing it because it's so flat right now. And it's just getting kind of dirty. So it starts to get like flatter progressively. Y'all, that kind of worked. Damn. Okay, period. I bet this is going to work even more when I like, you know, use a round brush on it. All right, cool. That looks like it's going to be a keeper. Step it up, family, right? I know, like, come on. I have no problem, like, stepping up my gifts. I just want that to be reimbursed. Okay, speaking of the Makeup Forever lip gloss that I was rocking today, the only reason I was considering returning this one is because it was kind of like a basic shade that I have so many lip glosses in, but this one I think I'm for sure keeping because look how gorgeous that milky shade is. So I haven't opened this yet. This is going to be first impressions. I love the way these smell. It smells like a vanilla cupcake. Oh, I love the doe foot applicator, but y'all, you know what I'm reminded by when I see this cute little doe? An elf foot. Doesn't this look like a little elf shoe? I cannot unsee it. Is it just me? Like, this is my literal, the first thing that comes to mind. Should we put a little bit on? Oh, yeah. Yes. Juicy milkiness on the lips. I love that color. I love that it's like concentrated like that. For all you that are hating on my lips, this is for you. Ooh, yeah. So I like this formula. This is the Makeup Forever Super Boost. I don't know. I might even keep this other one. I don't need another lip gloss, but the only reason I was saying I was considering returning it was because it's like incredibly similar to this particular shade in this YSL formula that I love. Oh, and I did see a comment. Who was it? Shout out to you if you left the comment. I think it might have been Stacy or Heather or Susan. One of my frequent commenters on here. One of my girls that commented on my last live when I was like shouting. I think it was my last live when either in the Sephora recommendations live or in my haul #1 live. But I missed the comment until I saw it on the replay. Makeup is cute. It says Hibiscus Dandelion Love. Thank you. I've been wearing it all day long. So I'm actually like really surprised that it's held up like this all day. I've been in court litigating all day. It's been a very stressful day. I walk my dogs in the rain. So my oily skin like is looking pretty good. But one of you, Stacy, it was you. I knew it. You commented that the Guerlain lip oil was good. And I was like, how could I forget to mention the Guerlain lip oil? Yes. Yes. This Guerlain lip oil is like a 10 out of 10. It's more, it performs more like a gloss. I want to like keep layering all these things on. I love the doe foot applicator of this Guerlain lip oil. It doesn't really have a scent. Like the only scent it has is like a very natural scent. It almost smells like a, like just like a slight hint of like actual natural honey. Just put that on my lips. I'm going to put it on your lips virtually. Yes. Very slight hint of like literal real honey, not an artificial smell. But like I said, very faint. So if you're like sensitive to scents, I don't think this is going to bother you. Unless you really don't like the smell of honey. I love the doe foot applicator on this. I'm really picky about my doe foot applicators. If y'all haven't already realized, that can like totally throw me off from using a formula. This is the example I always give. I love the Dior lip gloss, the Maximizer Hyaluronic Lip Plumping Formula. The doe foot applicator drives me absolutely nuts. Like, look at that. What am I going to do with this tiny little... Is it just me because I have like more real estate to go around? Like, do y'all with like regular sized lips actually like a smaller doe foot? Am I tripping? Am I like the odd one out? I love me a big, fat, juicy doe foot applicator. Give it to me. And that's why I really love the Dior lip oils too, because they have a doe foot that's pretty much the exact same thing as this Guerlain one. It's very similar. The formula is comparable too. I love the packaging on the Guerlain one. This one is in the shade Honey Glow. I think, yeah, Dior has a very similar applicator. Literally, like we think the same. But not in this one. It's in their lip oils. So, I mean, this Guerlain one is marketed as a lip oil too. And I think that they like... You know, we're seeing this trend going on, right? Like lip oils are like trendy, or they have been in like recent makeup history. So we're seeing a lot of these brands like coming out with lip oils. I'm trying to grab one of my Dior ones. I have so many of these. And I have a lot of the lip maximizers too, like way too many. But these are just two of the ones that I grabbed. So these are both in the shade Mahogany, but one is in the lip maximizer and one is in the lip oil, just as an example. These are like very fall vampy shades. And just to show y'all, I didn't need this purple one. Like, why the fuck did I pick this purple one up? Like, I've never used it. It's brand new. I think I probably used this one once too. I have way too many lip products, y'all. And they like, the problem is they start to go bad before I even get to them. This one looks brand new. Like I haven't touched it either. But look at this doe foot. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, it even looks like the pigment is like settling to the bottom because I have it stored like this. So I just kind of have to like mix it up for the pigment to kind of like disperse again. Men's favorite cologne, Basketball Jones. I really like Dior and Chanel for men. I love Tom Ford for men. I think that the Chantecaille has some really great unisex colognes for men. But I think my top favorite, when I get asked favorite perfume, in one of my previous videos I got asked that too and I missed the comment. I always go to Santal 33 by Le Labo. It's a unisex smell and I absolutely love it for men or women. So I'm probably gonna say Santal. It's delicious. Ooh, Josh G says Versace blue jeans is his recommendation. Love to hear it. Yeah, let us know, y'all. Let us know if you're a dude or if you're a woman, what you like smelling on your men or man. Thank you, Nicole. You're so beautiful and pretty. You look so beautiful and pretty. Okay, so yeah. So that's that. We just got on a tangent of lip glosses because I was talking about the new Makeup Forever ones that I just picked up. But I like a thick gloss. If a thick gloss is not your cup of tea, then don't go for these oils, because even though they're marketed as oils, these are glosses that are on the thicker side. So if you're more, and I've said it on here before many times, but if you're more of a thin gloss girly and you don't want like a thick gloss, go for something more like the Dior Lip Maximizer. These Armani lip glosses, for instance, these Prismaglass ones. There's a lot. Like, I can go on and on when it comes to lip glosses, but you could even go for like lip balms and get like that shiny effect, like the Eadem one that I had applied initially. But interestingly enough, during my last live, I learned that it has an ingredient in it that is an acid, so you're not supposed to wear it out and about during the day in the sun. That was a very interesting fact that I learned about this. So Dior Sauvage is a great one, Rodney, and the Elixir Burberry London in the winter, period. I love a man that like knows his scents for different seasons. I have not tried the Ayla Vanal lip gloss, Monroof, but if it wasn't you that commented that on my last live, you might be the second person now that has asked me about that. So I'm going to have to look that up. Kat is our makeup encyclopedia. Kat, what you know about that one? Aw, honey hugs. You're so pretty. You should be on the cover of Vogue. Y'all completely turn my day around. This is why I love coming on live, because I could be having a really bad day like I was having earlier and you all completely turn it around. So okay, briefly, another gift that I recently picked up or got gifted was this NOYZ one in the scent Unmute. Speaking of fragrances, top note is Indonesia, Cassia, and Black Plum. If anybody wants to screenshot. The middle note is Cashmere Wood, Spanish Cyst, and the base note is Madagascar Vanilla and Crisp Amber. This one was gifted, so I know I'm going to keep this one, right? Now I'm questioning everything, like I potentially need to give these away for my white elephant gifts, but no, I'm not going to. I'm going to keep this one for myself. Just want to make sure I didn't have like another scent going on that this would clash with. I don't like gifting things that like I haven't personally tried myself, because I want to be able to like gift something and know that I can stand behind it and recommend it, you know? Not like, oh, here's a gift, let me know how it is. I haven't tried it myself. Yeah, Summer Fridays. I have a couple of Summer Fridays lip glosses right here. These are really great too. I mentioned them during my last live video as a lip balm that I really do enjoy. Like non-SPF lip balm. Y'all, I'm pleasantly surprised by this Root Plumper. It gave me like a little bit of the volume that I needed on my dry hair. Wow. Yeah, Eadem has an acid in them. Somebody, yeah, Rocio, was it you that told me that? I think I learned that from you. Y'all, this smells good. This NOYZ perfume. And I love the bottle. The packaging is like not too big. It's nice and glass, so it's like hefty. NOYZ has sent me a couple of other perfumes in the past as well. They're right here to my right if anybody wants to see them. But I mean, it doesn't really do you any good to look at a bottle without being able to like smell it. One day, hopefully we have smell-o-vision. Unmute by NOYZ. Okay, love that. Cool. Love it. Smells really nice. Okay, a couple of samples. Y'all know I love me some samples. NOYZ sent me this sticker too. What do y'all do with stickers? Give me some ideas. Because I love me a cool sticker. I know dudes put them like on their water bottles that they like use to go to the gym, but I don't do that. These are the samples that I got. Tatcha Longevity Serum and Soloazoo. I love Soloazoo products. I have a full size of their oil cleanser by my sink that I love to take my makeup off with. So I'm excited to try this one. This is their gentle cleansing oil. I think it's probably similar. Maybe on a scrapbook. I used to scrapbook when I was little, or a laptop. I have one sticker on the back of my laptop at work right now. That's pretty much the only laptop I actively use. My other one is so old, it's like out of commission, the one that I used to have at law school. I just, you know, because like I'm a lawyer, I don't want to, other people have like, you know, other cheesy looking stickers on their laptops, like walking around with them at work in court. And I just kind of want to keep it like a little bit professional. This is not a bad sticker though, but like, I'm just selective with the stickers that I put on my laptop because my laptop is like constantly on me and everybody's seeing my laptop. So it's something that I have to feel like so passionately about. Oh, somebody said, hey, Rajat, welcome. Good to see you. Do not know. Probably putting them on a wall. Okay. Oh, the worst smelling cologne that I smell that men seem to love is Drakkar Noir. It smells like what I think bikers smell like. Got that as a gift once. That shit is a full bottle till this day. LMAO. See, I thought about gifting perfumes, but perfumes, that's a prime reason. You keep them in a sticker book, Kat. That's a prime reason as to why it might not always be the best idea, right? To gift perfumes because they're so unique to everybody's body chemistry and preferences. You never know how to pronounce Soloazoo. I think it's Soloazoo. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Gift it to a biker, says two of you. That's funny. Y'all are hilarious. You right, Ray of Sunshine? Putting it on the laptop, you have to be selective. Oh, it has glycolic acid and lactic acid, Rocio, the Eadem one. Okay, but we love that. Good to know. Good to know. That's good, though, because then it should help exfoliate the lips. I love the fact that I have a lip balm that has glycolic and lactic. That's interesting. I think that more formulas should provide that, but it should definitely be advertised as such for sure to tell you to not use it in the skin, out in the sun. And this is deceiving because it has a tint to it. So it makes you think that you can like use that you should like, you know, use it out and about, right? Like, I don't know why, but like in my opinion, it's almost like it should be clear if it's gonna have acids in it that shouldn't be out in the sun. I've been wearing Tobacco Honey by Guerlain, which I thought I would never do, but I love it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that one. Perfumes or colognes are so risky. They're personal, yes. I do have Miss Dior. It does smell amazing. I grabbed it the last time somebody asked me if I had Dior perfumes. That one is, I think, a pretty safe one. But then again, some people hate florals. And even though that is a very non-offensive, subtle, fresh, subtle floral, you are still going to have the person that doesn't like florals, right? And perfumes are pricey. So it's kind of like you're not just spending like $10 for somebody to like not like it. Give the sampler set at Sephora is a great one because you can smell different ones and then you can choose the full size bottle you want. That's a good point, Kat. They have really great sampler gift sets at Sephora for that purpose. Yes. They should let the customer know, right? It's probably in the fine print, but I think it should be like pretty obvious. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep it moving along with the haul. I have another perfume, speaking of perfumes, to show y'all. That actually ended up being a fail. Montal. Y'all, I was influenced by the McKnight twins. There's these like bomb blonde shell YouTubers that do makeup on YouTube, and I come across their videos time to time. They put me onto Burberry Her, which I ended up buying a full size of based on the recommendation, which I like, but I don't think I'd repurchase because it's just like, it's super girly. Like, it's just, that's probably why it's called Her. I kind of like more like musky unisex smells in general. I like me some girly smells, don't get me wrong. But I think I kind of lean more towards like oud and like musk and stuff like that, especially in the winter. And if I'm going to go for more like girly smells, I do like a little bit of freshness, still a little bit of like gourmand never hurt. Queen by Dolce & Gabbana is good. You like that one? Okay, I don't have that one. I mix some of my perfumes and love it, but it depends which. I know, I need to get better at like cocktailing. I do not claim to be like the expert in like notes and descriptions of fragrances. That is not my forte. I know where my limitations are. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he sent his only son. I see you. Okay, but this one is just too much, y'all. This one is too much. Like, you've been hearing me complain that perfumes don't have enough throw. This one has way too much throw. Burberry Goddess, Stacey, I have that one. It's good. I think you're gonna like it. Just, I have no idea what your like fragrance profile is, but I really like that Burberry Goddess one. It's vanilla, so if you're a vanilla girly like me, you'll like it. Somebody said Dolce Queen. Oh wait, I just said I didn't have Queen by Dolce & Gabbana, but I do have it. Rocio, I do have it. I think. Is it this one? This one's the only Dolce & Gabbana one I have. So if it's not this one, then I don't have it. Is it this one? This one smells really good. I bought this one in a gift set too. And so it came with like a travel size. And I love the bottle. Look at how cool that is. Creed by Aventus. I've heard of that one, Rajat. Thanks for the feedback on that one. I do not have that one. I don't have anything by Creed. This is my Burberry Goddess one. Love it. I get compliments on this one. Valentino Roma Intense. I have like almost all of the Valentino fragrances. That's why I've held off on getting the most recent one. It's like in the white studded bottle. It's on my Sephora wish list right now, and I've held off. Y'all need to be proud of me, because in the past I would have just purchased it with no thought. But I held off because I have so many Valentino perfumes. And sometimes, let me know if you are picking up what I'm putting down. But sometimes what I've noticed is when you start to pick up like multiple perfumes in the same, under the same brand, even though they're labeled as different scents altogether, it is pretty, right? The bottle. You can smell like a little bit of like a similarity. It could just be in my head, but even if it is just my imagination, it's kind of like an excuse to try different brands, right? And branch out. So, oh, Susan, you're right. You're right. The Dolce & Gabbana one is Devotion. Now that you said that, it's not Queen. It's Devotion. Yeah, y'all are so knowledgeable. Okay, so I'm going to have to check Queen out. Anyway, this is advertised as a unisex fragrance, this menthol one. It's called Arabian's Tonka. It has like tonka bean, oud, I think. Like, it has a similar note to that beloved Santal 33, but it's just overpowered by other scents. And it's just not for me, y'all. I don't know if it just doesn't jive with my particular body chemistry. I don't know if I have to mix it with something, but it's not for me. It's like too much. It's too much. I have Miss Dior, but I don't think it's by Maison Fevrier. Russell, I just answered that. I really love Santal 33 by Le Labo. for like, it's a unisex smell scent, but I love it. So I have Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. That's the Miss Dior that I have. Okay, so please don't spam the chat. I do encourage you to repeat yourself if I missed your comment, but not like 1,000 times, okay? The Hawk Tua, Johnny, I'll pass. I'm gonna have to charge you for that. Okay, so yeah, it's just not for me. And you know, look at, I was being good. I was behaving myself. I got the smaller one. And you know, a main reason why I didn't get the larger one, even though I considered it, because the price is not that high on this one, is because I really don't like the bottle. I'm not that picky about my bottles, but this one's ugly. Okay, it's ugly. Not my cup of tea. Okay. For all you men, holla. I got a bunch of these. I don't think any of my brothers are watching my content, or my dad. Hey Nora, the bottle is unattractive. This one is not that unattractive, but the big size bottle is. So for that reason alone, that's a lot of what like makes me want to grab a fragrance, right? Like the bottle has to kind of like look decent. And that one's not cute. So this is what I intend on gifting the men in my life. And I have a lot of them because I have 5 brothers. Hey, James Garcia on Instagram. He said, hello, gorgeous. Everybody like the live, please. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you like this type of content. And follow me on Instagram at MakeupEsquire as well. So this is nice. I like the Jack Black brand because it markets towards men. So I just feel like these things are nice. Is burgundy like the color of the season or something? Because I'm not mad about it. Yeah, so this includes an all-over wash for face, hair, and body. If you're a dude, please let me know if you would like to receive this as a gift so I can get an idea as to whether this will be well received. Okay, holler at you if you're a dude. This is your time to speak up. And if you're a woman, let me know if you would gift this to the dudes in your life. Black Reserve, cardamom and cedar wood. I love cedar wood. Love me some cedar wood. This is body and hair cleanser. So I love how dynamic these are. And the turbo wash is an energizing cleanser for hair and body with rosemary, eucalyptus, and juniper berry. Is this a good gift, y'all? This is a $36 value for only 25 bucks. I swear that men's stuff is always priced way better, right, than women's stuff. Like this was $30. This is $25. Make that make sense, right? Like we're always just gonna pay more for girl stuff. So you wouldn't go for it personally, but you know people who would love it as a gift. Yeah, okay. Good feedback. Thank you, Kat. Only $25 in this economy. We'll take it, okay? Says Justin, period. Right? I thought that was a good deal. So this is kind of a perfect white elephant gift too. So I was thinking if I were to give something girly as a white elephant gift, I can match it and also gift a boy white elephant gift too, because I bring 2 white elephant gifts per each side of my family. So if it's not a unisex, I don't know if Touchland is unisex. I feel like this is more on the girly side because dudes are not gonna pull this shit out, right, in public. Like they're not gonna pull out these like fancy hand sanitizers. I guess they could, but unless something is like clearly unisex, if it leans more like girly, I usually try to balance it out with like a boy gift too, just so that it's even. Because it's kind of hard to find like $25 gifts that are completely unisex, right? So cool. Okay, somebody said I wish I had that. Awesome. So it looks like I did good. Touchland, it depends on the scent. Yeah. I pulled one of these out in court once. I was at counsel table, like waiting for the judge to come out for my hearing. And like the bailiff sees me pull one of these out and spray my hands. And he's like, did you just, wait, is that hand sanitizer? Are you serious? Damn, like you're extra. He said something like that. Like that is like way too fancy. Like I cannot even, because usually there's just like free hand sanitizer like in every courtroom, but I gotta pull out like my fancy one. So that's, I feel like the type of attitude that dudes have when it comes to this is like, I could just use basic ass hand sanitizer. It's like not necessary to do this. That's kind of how I feel like dudes see this. Kardashians much? Says Vladimir. Thank you for the compliment. Dudes are not going to bust out those hand sanitizers. My ass would though, says Justin. Okay. See, there you go. If so, is it good? It is. It's really nice. I keep raving about these Touchland hand sanitizers. I love them. I truly love them. Like your hands genuinely feel clean. They have this really nice spray, so the experience is nice. They smell really good. I like how they're sleek, like just like the shape of them, so they fit nicely in your bag or your purse. It's okay. Your apology, you're forgiven for the spamming earlier. Everyone's welcome here. Let's just keep it fun. Is it cheaper than Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers? I haven't purchased hand sanitizers from Bath and Body Works for a while. I used to be a huge fan of them, but I think my girl Kat here can answer that for you because she is a big fan of Bath and Body Works as well. And I think what is cool about Bath and Body Works is they have like major sales. So I think that their stuff gets to be on a really great deal if you catch one of those big, good, like 50% off sales. I get a little bit of PR, Mars Skincare Society. I've been on here for a little while now, but towards the beginning of the live, I did showcase some PR that I purchased. Like I showcased this zip device that just came in. I showcased this new shade in the Wonderskin Lip Stain. I get a little bit of PR here and there. I don't get all the PR that like the big influencer girlies that you see get. I'm still a pretty small channel, so y'all can help a girl out by liking the live and subscribing and sharing. Share this video out and following me on all my socials so that I can grow. But the large majority of everything I showcase on my channel, I purchase it with my own money. But by you supporting my channel, shopping through my links at no additional cost to you, helps brands see me and want to work with me and want to send me stuff so that I have more to showcase for you. I can give you unbiased opinions and reviews on what I think is worth your money, what you can skip. I'm always going to be very honest, no matter what, whether I get it for free or not. I always disclose whether I get something gifted so that you can take that into consideration as a consumer. So that is what I have to offer you, Chad, is reviews. Makeup, fashion, perfume, skincare, all things beauty, a little bit of law sprinkled in. If you're lucky, I might give you a tip or two on how to avoid a DUI. Jesus loves you too, Emily. Damn kitten, what's up? Makua says. I will definitely share and like. I just like watching you do your thing, says James Garcia. I love that. Thank you. Thanks for being here, everyone. Okay, that's not for me. Sorry, says Chad. No worries. I'm not for everybody. You can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there'll still be a hater that doesn't like peaches. So I don't take that personally. Wow, it's me again. You're not you when you're hungry. You give me tips, I can give you a tip. Justin brought up the big advent calendars like YSL for $400. Bye. Yeah, I wish I got that in PR. I'm not a mom. My favorite scent of Touchland. Oh my gosh, that is too hard of a choice to make, but I will say I have every single scent in the Touchland hand sanitizers because every time they come out with a new flavor, I have to get it. It's a must. I collect them all. And I have one in every purse. And I have to have one on me at all times. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Thank you. Nice hair. Anyway, good night, Mom. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love peaches and strawberries. If you give me a milkshake maker, make a milkshake toast. Cheers. Salute. Y'all are wild in. The freaks come out at night, don't they? Oh, I have all the scents. No, it's not like $500. They're really not that expensive. They average like 10 bucks each, maybe a little bit more. Okay. A few more things, y'all. Let's get into it. I mean, keep it going. If I were a mom, would I rather be a strict mom or a cool mom? I think I would be both. I think I would definitely have a side in me that's strict, but I would hope that, you know, my kids trust me enough to be honest and truthful with me. But if I would instinctively have to lean more to one side than another, I'd probably be more of the strict parent. I do go to church, Angelica, every Sunday. Thank you for asking. And if you're new to my channel, I go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube. So set y'all alarms so you get notified when I go live, because I get ready and I do my makeup. I start from scratch and I do my makeup with y'all from start to finish on Sundays as I get ready to go to church. Yeah, it's 10 bucks plus tax. Exactly. So $11 to $13 depending on what state you are. I subscribe, says Savannah Banana. Thank you. Okay, so I needed a new body wash. And now that I can showcase this to y'all, I'm going to put it straight into my bathroom because I am in dire need. And I was going back and forth between this one and the one from, I think it was Pharmacy. It's like a green, it's like a sage bottle. And the scent on that one looked intriguing, and I heard that it suds up nicely. I heard that, like, good things about it. I ended up going with the Salt and Stone one. I was so close to picking up both, but here I am again, being good and only getting what I needed. Okay, very difficult for me. Saffron and Cedar body wash. And so, yeah, you love a great body wash? Yes, me too. The shampoo and conditioner that I use is the Brazilian Blowout brand one right now because, and I've used Oribe in the past and that's good, but I have to be careful. I cannot use shampoo with sulfates or argan oil. So I know you asked about conditioner, but yeah, right now I'm just using the anti-frizz Brazilian Blowout one. I get it on Amazon because I get regular Brazilian blowouts in my hair. They have tons of benefits. You can Google the benefits of Brazilian blowouts. Oh, and somebody asked, because I made like a little short of me getting one at the salon, getting it done. Just a clip of it because it's a long process. But somebody asked if my hair still holds a curl even after the Brazilian blowout. And this is Exhibit A. I curled my hair a week ago. So yes, it does hold a curl. Oh, Stacy, you just bought the Salt and Stone deodorant. I have that one too. Yeah, I'm kind of, I continue to struggle with aluminum-free natural deodorants. It's like a love-hate. Like I always like having one around, like when I'm lounging at home. I shower twice a day. So I think what I'm going to start to do is use my aluminum-free deodorant, if use a deodorant at all, after my nighttime shower, because I'm going to shower again in the morning. And then in the morning before work, going in with an actual deodorant with aluminum, because I just don't think that the aluminum-free deodorants do it for me. I just don't think that they're making the cut, if you know what I mean. So I wish I could just get away with them, but I'm just active. I be getting my 10 steps in a day, and I just think I need a deodorant with aluminum, if y'all feel my vibe. So I heard that this Salt and Stone one in particular, Saffron and Cedar, smells like Baccarat, that one perfume that everybody loves. And I can confirm that it does. It does. It smells exactly like that. Yeah, sometimes I get a little more than 10K steps a day, but that I usually get at least 10K steps. Yeah. And I track it on my Garmin watch, which is linked on my Shop My. Hey, Anna. So yeah. Yeah, aluminum free as you get older doesn't seem to work either. You want to buy that Salt and Stone body wash? Well, I'll report back and let you know how I feel about it, but first impressions are good. It smells good. The boxes that I need to check off with my body washes are the aesthetics. I want a nice looking bottle in my shower. I want it to lather nicely. I want a little bit to go a long way. I don't want it to leave like an icky film or residue on my skin. I want it to smell good. If I didn't already say that, double check. I'm not one of those like scent free girlies. Okay. I'm just not. Like, I want my body wash to smell good. And yeah, I think I pretty much, oh, the pump. The pump has to be good. Okay. I don't need the pump breaking on me. And there are certain body washes out here with cheap pumps that break. I prefer a pump over a bottle that you have to go like this. I tolerate certain bottles that you have to tip over. For instance, like the, what's that brand that has like the eucalyptus? Necessaire. I tolerate that Necessaire one. Susan agrees with Ray of Sunshine. I need the aluminum. Yeah, we've had this discussion before, right, Susan? You being from Texas, like you're in the heat. Like, yeah. I'm from California. We got the sunshine out here. So ain't nobody got time for a cheap pump, right, Justin? So thank you so much, Micah Wayne. So I do not want to be messing with a twist off cap, okay, when my hands are wet. I need something that's easy and has a pump and can sit pretty in my shower. And that's it, you know? I'm not that picky. It's not that difficult. So that's that body wash. I can report back. Y'all know I always collect my empties for y'all. And I report back on these things. So let me know if y'all like seeing that type of stuff. Like oh, actually I have started up a pile of empties that some of these things I already showed y'all, so I'm about to toss them out. I was gonna do like a reel or something with them, but I think I'm just over collecting the trash. So you're welcome that I collect this trash for you that I hate having lying around in this minimal space as it is. But these were the last two body washes that I went through. These are the Way body washes. I don't have complaints about them. I just like trying new things out so I can report to you all what I recommend and what I don't. If you like the St. Bart smell, to me it smells like vacation, like a pina colada. You know, like coconut pineapple type of scent. And then I got the Mellrose Place one too, which is more of their like rosy floral scent. I'm typically not one to like rose, so it was kind of a miracle that like this one was not offensive to me, but I like it. They're just two completely different scents, and I enjoyed both of them, finished them all. Would I repurchase? Maybe, but then again, there's just so many other body washes to try. I just kind of like trying new things, but this is an example of a pump that I tolerate. You do have to like push it and squeeze it out. I just don't prefer that, you know. I just rather have a pump, but that's that. And I was going to mention, I think I already mentioned this, but this is an example of a Jack Black Deep Dive Glycolic Facial Cleanser that I actually went through because I bought it for the man in my life and he didn't want it. So I ended up just using it myself so that it wouldn't go to waste. You can actually use this as a face mask. It purifies, exfoliates, cleaning away buildup and oil that clog pores and dull skin. Can be used either as a daily facial cleanser or a deep purifying mask. So I just used it as a facial cleanser. Even though it's marketed for men, women can use it too. So there's that. That went in the trash. Ready for an empties video, says Kat. Okay, maybe if we have time at the end of this one, I'll go through the few empties that I have here beside me. So I was asked in a comment what my eyeliner was. Thank you for asking. I'll show y'all what my eyeliner is today. It's a combination of two things on my top and my bottom. So on top, I have this particular shade from the Natasha Denona Ice Sculpt Texture and Tone palette. I love how creamy these eyeshadows are. So I used mostly the shade right here, N3, which is this really deep, like black. And I used a very small brush and I just kind of flicked out this wing. It looks more brown because I don't know if it's because it faded. I may have mixed it with a little bit of like a brown shade. I think maybe I just kind of like went over it with a brown eyeshadow to make it like not look so intense. But yeah, I just used this palette with a small detail brush to flick out this wing, easy peasy. And then on my waterline, on my bottom waterline, I used the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal eyeliner in the shade Smoky Quartz. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. It is like a really pretty taupe with some sparkle in it. So I like using it on my waterline. It has stayed put pretty well. It's faded a little bit, but mind you, I applied my makeup on at 7 this morning. So it's carrying on pretty well, if I do say so myself. Yes. Hello, makeup lawyer, says Qwerty Lovable. Welcome. I love you, baby, says Drizzy. Yeah, I've used the Amika. No, not the shampoo and conditioner, Savannah. I've only used the dry shampoo by Amika. Not my favorite because it leaves a white cast on my dark hair. Yeah. So, but I heard blondes like the Amika one. So yeah. I don't know how to answer that, Justin. All right. I don't have a lawyer, RR. I am a lawyer. I don't know how to answer that question. All right. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the Amika is fine. Like, I just think that there's just better out there that I've tried. I like the Way one. I like the K18 one. Yeah, the K18 one is really nice. It's like, really good. There's also one that actually like cleans your hair similar to that K18 one. I'm trying to think of the name. It comes in like a gray bottle. There's 2 different versions of it. And you want to get like the like actually cleans version. It's a really popular one. They have it at Sephora. I'm blanking on the name right now. But yeah, the K18 one is really good. Okay. Let's go through the rest of this. Oh, I picked up a YSL Make Me Blush. Oh, Philosophy. I think that's the brand I was thinking. Okay, so I don't have the price of the K18 one off the top of my head. I'm happy to answer that for you after I get off this live, though. I don't have another device, unfortunately, to look this stuff up. Yes, the YSL blush. So I have a few of these YSL Make Me blushes already in a couple of different shades. And so I was already familiar with the formula. And I have one more. I don't feel like looking for it right now, but it's another like pink one. And you know, so I didn't really like need another shade, although the shade 44 and the shade what is that bright shade that just came out? Like that cherry one. Why am I blinking on that bright red shade? Anyway, the bright red one. Chili. I almost bought that one. I've been eyeing the shade 44. But I ended up picking up the shade 23, which is hot mauve. It came out at the same time Chili did. It is a lot more subtle than the shade Chili. And it's not one that I usually go for because I usually go for something that's brighter, because I usually look at these and I'm like, oh, that's probably not really going to show up on my medium to tan skin tone. And I like my blush to show up. You bought the Cedar eyeliners and they do not budge. I love them. I also picked up the Cedar lip gloss, 2 of them, and I love them. Stacy, the Cedar lip gloss was in my cart and I like was going back and forth on whether to pick one up. I was this close and I ended up not. So now that you say that, I'm like, ugh. Yes, Chili Crush, Susan. So the reason I ended up skipping on Chili Crush was because, like, one, I do have plenty of other red blushes. Although I was like telling myself that I've seen other content creators compare that Chili blush, the Chili Crush one, with other similar red blushes, and it was different and unique. But what I hesitated on was the fact that, like, I might have to be like super careful about that color because it's like so bright and it might take the fun out of like applying blush, you know? Like, I don't want to have to tiptoe around my blush. I want, like, 99.9 times, like, I am percent of the time I'm in a rush doing my makeup and I don't want to think that hard before work. And, you know, I think that Chili blush on my skin tone can go wrong pretty easily. And I would have to, like, have the right brush. I would want to have, like, a readily available, clean, like, squirrel brush for that blush to work. Susan loves the Cedar lip glosses too, y'all. Maybe if Sephora comes around with their next sale, I might have to grab one of those. And yeah, let me know which shades y'all have. The one that I have in my cart was, of course, like that basic, like pinky peachy one that was like, I found to be like the most wearable one. The kind of more clear looking one with like the glitter in it looked tempting too, but I tend to be a little bit skeptical of glosses with glitter just because they tend to be a little bit more drying than glosses without glitter, unless they're perfected and done very well. You have to get that formula right, otherwise the glitter can be drying. And it tends, like, it could go wrong, like wearing, like after, you know, you wear it for long enough. So the reason I ended up getting, you have the 2 shimmer shades, Stacy? Okay, good to know. The reason, yeah, Susan, which shade in the Cedar do you have? Or shades? So the reason, she's so good, go get them, says Stacy. Yeah, I bought one of the Cedar eyeliners. It hasn't arrived in the mail yet, but I'm actually glad I ended up picking up because I was going back and forth on that one. It's like a beautiful, honestly, it literally resembles the one I just swatched for y'all. So not me thinking I didn't have that shade in my collection and me literally having that very similar shade. But no regrets, because I've been hearing the exact same thing from many others, that they do not budge. A lot of great things about the Cedar eyeliners, and a little bit of sparkle in my eyeliner is lovely. And like I said, this is how I use it, like a little bit of my waterline, so it needs to like stay put. I don't want to be worried about having to retouch it all day. But the reason I got this YSL blush is because I have been reaching for the Flirtatious blush by Pat McGrath more than usual lately for some reason. And this is like your subtle blush that is very demure. It's not bright. It's not crazy. Like I told y'all today, I used Mood Exposure by Hourglass. It's kind of along the same lines. And I think that the reason I'm grabbing for these more subtle blushes are when I have either like a stronger, bolder lip, like I picked up several magenta lippies during the sale. If you didn't catch my last haul, you'll see. And then sometimes when I just like do a darker eye, kind of like today, when I happen to have the time to do a little bit more to my eyes than normal. Like today I had a little bit, like I applied a little, I'm trying to like have fun with my eyeshadow and make the time in the morning because I do like I didn't even film this look, but like it's my me time. It's my meditation time. Like I really do enjoy kind of like mixing and matching my products and getting more use out of things that I like don't get enough use out of. So I've been trying to do that more lately, using the things that I've been picking up, using the things that I own. And so because I've been doing like more intense eye looks here and there or lip looks, that's when I reach for one of these like more subdued blushes so that I don't, you know, look like a clown and have too much going on everywhere. Like I said, I'm getting ready for court. I work in a professional environment. So yeah, Mexican American, to answer your question. So yeah. And then I saw a review that said, actually should have put them next to each other, that said that this particular shade, and it was actually khaki. We were talking about her the other day on here. She mentioned that this, thank you so much, Sel Matar, that this YSL blush is, in particular, the shade 23, is like a more pigmented version of this Pat McGrath Flirtatious. So that's like the one thing that, in my opinion, would be great if this were a slightly more pigmented for my particular skin tone. If you're lighter than me, maybe you love it this way, exactly the way it is. You know, there is a need for all types of blushes with all types of, you know, depth and pigmentation, right, to them for all different skin tones. So that's kind of like, I was like, okay, I've been reaching for this Pat McGrath Flirtatious one a lot lately. Let me get one that is a similar vibe in a formula that I already know and love. Yeah, I'm a lawyer, Josh G. Yes, I'm a public defender. So I will keep you all posted. I haven't tried this one, although I've been very tempted to, but I've been trying. This is again Hot Mauve in the YSL Make Me Blush shade 23, because I've been holding back on using these things so I can showcase them with y'all. Then I got the Charlotte Tilbury lip contour. I have so many lip liners. I look to my left and I have a huge, like this many lip liners, all standing up next to each other. So did I need this? Absolutely. But I've been hearing great things about this one, and I was kind of back and forth between tan and medium, and I ended up going with medium. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Contour Duo. One side is to fill and one side is to sculpt, which I think was a pretty cool concept when it first came out. Because I usually like using two different lip liners anyway for that same purpose. Like for one, I like to just like a deeper tone to slightly overline the top Cupid's bow, give it a little bit of dimension, sometimes the inner corners, sometimes underneath the Cupid's bow, and then following the vermilion border of my actual lip line everywhere else, in one that is pretty spot on to my actual lip tone. So as you can see, this looks like I nailed the shades that I usually go for. So Cormano, does it hold to splashes? Well, I haven't tested this one out yet. So I've tried the other Charlotte Tilbury lip liner formulas, and what I like about the way this one looks is that it's that classic wooden sharpenable pencil, unlike her other formula that tends to be like, you know, more on like the creamy side. So This one can use a sharpen, but like, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, right? There's two types of lip pencils. Like you can get like an actual like wood one like this. Both of these are Charlotte Tilbury. And there's one that's like more like creamy, long lasting. And y'all know how I feel about my lip liners. Like I prefer a wooden formula just because I like to like feather it out. I like having that ability to like blend it out, that I think looks more natural than this other type of like a plasticky formula. I don't necessarily find that these are not long lasting enough for me. So I'm usually fine with the regular old school wooden formula, and I usually tend to gravitate towards them over the other formulas. So if you're looking for a more long lasting one, go for the more long lasting formula. But for me personally, like I usually don't really have a problem with lasting power. So unless I'm like doing a lot of heavy activity with my lips, I just like my lip products to kind of like naturally fade together evenly. Like I don't have a problem with that. So anyway, cool. Cool tone lip liner you will like is the Anastasia and Storm. Stacy, that was also on my wish list. Also, thank you so much, Carolina Garcia. You got Isabella and Bean and Tonka and another backup of Liberica. I love that, Stacy, that you love them, because I think I recommended those to you. It really warms my heart more than y'all know when I hear feedback that something that I recommended was a slam dunk and worked out for you. Like that seriously brings me so much joy. Like you have no idea. I want to know if I recommend something that doesn't work out for you too. Like, please, that feedback is welcome as well. Because, for instance, like I love the Westman Atelier concealer, but somebody told me that they have dry skin and this tends to be a little drying on them. So I like to be able to say, I love this concealer with the caveat that I have oily leaning skin. And it may not be the best one for you if you have drier skin. So that's why I love all of the feedback. Speaking of concealer, the Sarah Creel one, these technically I picked up from my mom. She did only ask for one concealer shade. And because I didn't swatch these in person and because I wasn't there to like pick up the perfect shade for her and swatch it on her, I wasn't really sure which shade would have been perfect for her. What I can tell you is I have 3 shades myself, but I'm not a shade match to my mom. She is lighter than me. So I have the shades 3, 4, and 5. I suspected that she might be able to get away with shade 3. But interestingly enough, I love this concealer so much. Interestingly enough, she said that if she's between shades, typically the lighter one tends to work better for her. So I just was going back and forth between shade 1 and 1.5 for her. I could not decide. One has a more warm leaning undertone and one has a more neutral leaning undertone. So I almost just purchased one for her. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Musa. Did y'all like the video and subscribe? I got a 20% off discount. Yeah, from Sephora. Yeah. Hey, GP. Thank you. This is the only good live stream going on, says Savannah. Thank you. Purple lipstick will suit me. Thank you. I just bought another cool tone lip liner by Mob in the shade 159. Interesting. Is Mob? I don't think Mob is sold at Sephora, right? Also, Stacy, because you're a cool tone loving lip liner gal like me, another one I was eyeing that was on my wish list was the one from MPH, she has a cool tone leaning one as well. But I think it was, and that's Mary Phillips's line, but I think it was sold out. Also, did you say Anastasia Beverly Hills? She just came out with a couple new shades in her lip liner line. And I love the formula and the Anastasia ones. So one of those was on my wish list as well. But they all started to look so similar. And I was like, I just do not need like multiple lip liners that all look similar. Yeah, so to Savannah, who asked for a recommendation for a good moisturizer for oily skin, the one that I recommend is the one by Tatcha, but not this purple one. This is the Dewy Skin Cream. I recommend getting the other one. It's in the light blue bottle, the light blue container. It's a lightweight one for more oily skin. That one's a good one too. So I like Tatcha. I know it's a little bit on the pricey side, but if you have dry skin, go for the purple one. If you have oily skin, I like the light blue one. A little bit of a cheaper one. There is one that is a similar consistency, but I'm blanking on the name of the brand right now, so I'm gonna have to circle back to you. Yeah, the water cream, Stacy, but yeah, it is a little bit on the pricey side, so I could understand if it's a little bit too pricey for you, for your preference. I need to look up your wish list, says James Garcia, right? So yeah, these are the concealers I picked up for my mom. She probably doesn't need both, so I'm probably just going to swatch them on her. I'm going to see her tomorrow, I think. I'll probably take my shade 3 for her too, just so she can try the shade 3 out as well. And then let her decide which one she wants to keep. And I haven't decided what I'll do with the other one. Am I tempted to keep it for myself? Of course, because technically I think either one of these could work as like a more brightening one. But in reality, I should probably return it. I don't know. I got 20% off and I really truly love the formula, so we'll see. Oh, Elf. Kat recommends an Elf one. Sephora collection has a good one too. Yeah. The color of my toenails right now, it is Mooncat in the shade Poison Ivy. It's like a very deep green. It almost looks black. Okay, I'm well, thank you. How are you, Balasabed? All right, so y'all, I think that has now officially, oh, Belief. I think that's the brand I was thinking of. They have like a good moisturizer that's like water-based. The brand Belief. Yeah. A lot of people like the Road one. I haven't tried it myself though. Yeah. Good Molecules is also a good brand that's pretty affordable and has solid products as well. I have this hyaluronic acid by them right now on deck. This is probably not what you're looking for, because this is just like a hyaluronic acid serum, which is technically, it can serve as a moisturizer for oily skin. I have oily skin, so yeah. But I've had dry skin in the past too, so I was on Accutane for a really long time, so I know what it's like to have very, 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 very dry skin, like internally, like Sahara Desert dry. So I know what that's like as well too. My Instagram is MakeupEsquire, just like my handle on here on YouTube, spelled the same exact way. MakeupEsquire, common spelling. Yeah, no, Christopher, sorry, you cannot have my number, but you can follow me on social media at MakeupEsquire. My room smells like fragrance shop at an airport. Truth is strange. You said you get that feeling. Yeah, it actually kind of does right now, especially because I've been like spraying different fragrances in front of me. I'm mainly smelling the NOYZ one that I sprayed, and I'm still enjoying it as it's like settling into my skin. There's so much shit in front of me right now that I'm like not even finding where I put it. But yeah, so far so good. That NOYZ perfume. But those are my hauls, y'all. Those are my hauls. Yeah, make sure everybody has liked the live and has subscribed to my channel. I'm gonna see if I have any other like empties that I can run through real quick that I haven't already talked about. I think I already shared with y'all all of the empties other than, oh, this one I just emptied. This is an SPF. So I just went through, I don't thrift that much, Judy. I wish I had more patience and time to do so. But I just emptied out this. This is a chemical SPF by Fenty. I like it. It smells nice and it has a really beautiful purple hint to it and texture. It's lovely. It feels really moisturizing on the skin. I don't even like the fact that I'm like wasting it right now, but this is for y'all. Yes, I'm Roman Catholic. And so, yeah, I typically use chemical sunscreens on my neck and décolleté and my hands, but I typically I prefer a mineral sunscreen on my face because that's what my dermatologist advises. So that's how I've been using this one. I like that it's clear, so like it doesn't really like stain my clothes or anything. Yeah. So this is a nice one if you're looking for a nice chemical sunscreen and if you don't mind a little bit of fragrance in your SPF. I like the packaging, how it's refillable, but I'm ready to refill it with the mineral version of this one that just came out. So I was just trying to use this one up so that I can fill it with my mineral one. And I've already mentioned on here that I picked up a couple of I picked up the Dr. Idris SPF in the purple bottle and then the Tower 28 SPF 30 that I'm going to start to get into. I've already tested both and they're both lovely. One is 30 and one is 50. So far so good on those. Because I just did the chemical peel, I've been using the tinted, the tinted SPF that came with the chemical peel system that I did. This one's such a good SPF. Like they need to sell this shit like separately because it would sell so well. And I'm like sorry that y'all can't get this unless you buy the whole like chemical peel kit. But like damn, this is a good SPF. Like it has really great coverage to the point where like on days like today I didn't even feel the need to wear foundation because it has such good coverage. Like the tint on it is no joke. Like it almost like it seems like they put a lot of thought into this, knowing that you would not be able to wear makeup after having done this chemical peel. So they wanted to put enough color in it so that you felt like as comfortable as possible, which I really appreciate about this brand, Rev Skin. So I think that if they do sell this SPF separately, it would do really well. It's called the Elegance Shade Physical Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 35+. Zinc oxide 11%. So it's sad that I only have this much, but I have another chemical peel kit. So I have another one full size of this, but I got a request to show my nails. No, the Dr. Idris one is SPF 50, but this one is SPF 35. But this one came in the chemical peel. So I've seen numerous dermatologists in my life, and they all say that as long as you're using SPF 30, you're good. I know that people like prefer to use like the highest amount of SPF possible, and you know, understandably so. But Cordy opines that 35 is not good enough. So yeah, I mean, there's plenty of good SPF 50s. If you are more comfortable using a higher SPF, then I recommend this Caudalie one. It's SPF 50 and it's mineral, 100% silicone free and zinc oxide. The fact that it's silicone free like makes it lay under makeup really nicely. However, oops, I didn't shake it up, so it came out all watery. But however, my caveat, the only caveat that I have with this is that it is a thin consistency. So that's a good thing because it's very cosmetically elegant. It could mean that you're not getting as good of protection, even though it's SPF 50, because what I have heard is that thicker SPF formulas are better, like, and more protective. And it kind of just makes sense, like common sense, right? Hey, Sonia. Welcome. How are you, girlfriend? Merry Christmas, says Brandon. Love Christmas. That's what my name means in French. Yeah, Judy, I highly doubt that. Mixing mayonnaise and soy sauce makes great sunscreen. I'm not going to try it, but if you do, please report back. Oh, Sandwater, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. You're so sweet. Can you give me study advice when you get a chance? I'm taking the equivalent of the LSAT for nursing school. I want to study smart. That is so sweet. What a sweet question. Okay, so Sandwater, the LSAT, I still suffer from PTSD over that exam. Like, it was so challenging and so hard for me, and I'm sure you could probably relate with any type of like entrance exam that you are embarking on. What I did was, leading up to the exam, I just really made sure to prioritize my studies. So I would clear off my days. And I think this was like in the summer, like when I had time for it. And I would take my ass early in the morning to Starbucks when it would open. I would have everything in front of me, like headphones. I would listen to classical music. For me, it was Lindsey Sterling that I listened to throughout, even when I was studying for the bar exam. I love Lindsey Sterling because it's classical music that doesn't put you to sleep. It's classical music that like keeps you awake, at least for me. And it doesn't have like words. So, you know, it didn't like prevent me from focusing. It helped me focus. And listening to those songs like over and over kind of just like got me in the zone. And then I would study for so long. I would see people like change shifts at Starbucks, like come and go. And then by the time like Starbucks closed, I would like go to the library, like whichever one was open later. So it was either, if the library closed and Starbucks was still open, I would like drive my ass to the other one. And I just studied until it closed. And I just like found myself a little corner nook in the library and just removed distractions. Similar to what I did in the bar exam, I would recommend, if you're really wanting to take it as seriously as I did and not have to like retake it and just do it one time, is my best tip for you, and this is same thing if you're like embarking on studying for the bar exam or anything, is remove as many distractions as possible. Like, get people to take care of your kids, like take time off of work if you need to, or I know that some people just don't have that luxury. Work it into your schedule to just make that your primary focus, because I think what particularly I've heard statistically for when it comes to the bar exam, the majority of the reason why people fail is because they have too many distractions in their life. And so I think it's possible for like everybody to do well if you just really go in and focus on just that, but you have to do it every single day. I would come home crying day after day after day, like failing the like practice tests and feeling so defeated. But over time, as weeks passed, I would see myself making like slow progress, and you just have to keep going at it. And so that, I think, is my best advice for you. I hope that that helped. I hope that that wasn't just like obvious advice, but yeah, I mean, my family like knew, you know, they didn't like distract me. I deleted all social media apps. My friends and family knew that I would just be like out of commission for a while, and they respected it. I canceled plans. I didn't go on family vacations. And that's just life. Like, that is what it is. And in the long run, it's going to be worth it. So thank you so much once again for that. And just for being here and watching, y'all. Like, you supporting my channel really means the world. So thank you so much, Sandwater. The Sisley SPF tinted sunscreen. Yes, Stacy. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it reminds me of. Yes, the Sisley one is better, but also extremely expensive. But yes, that's exactly what it reminds me of. Yeah. That one's y'all know how much I love that Sisley one. I hesitate to like recommend that one because I hate the fact that it only comes in 3 shades. I hate that. And I am in the deepest shade. So I think that that's a major problem. Yeah, I'm Sandwater, and anybody that is struggling through like their studies and wants any advice that I can impart, I'm always happy to help as much as I can. Yeah, Noelle means Christmas, and the way I spell it is in French. Yeah, you just have to be careful about thrifting skincare stuff because you don't know what's in it and you don't know if it's expired. There is very affordable sunscreens out there. You do not have to buy these bougie ones. Like, go to Target. You can find affordable sunscreens, I promise. No, do not be adding milk, Judy, to your sunscreen. I don't know if like these are jokes. I don't have any Louis Vuitton stuff. I wish. Of course, Sandwater. I'm so happy to help. Hey, Charles. My lip combo, thank you so much, V, for asking. The lip liner is the Dior lip liner in the shade 300 Nude Style. And then I just put on different lip glosses right now on camera that I was talking about. So I have a combination of the Eadem one. And then I put on a little bit of Makeup Forever Super Boost on top in the shade 4. And I've just kind of been like, this lip combo has been going all day. But yeah, it's just really a combination of the Super Boost in the shade 80 Boundless Berry that I put on at the very start of the day at 7 a.m. And now it's like 9:30 p.m. And I've just reapplied with a couple of these in the shade, the Super Boost lip gloss in the shade 4 on top of the Eadem. And that's really it. Yeah. So the nail polish, if anybody's interested, is Mooncat in the shade Bootlegger. Looking fantastic, says Brian C. Thank you so much. Yeah, Bootlegger. Isn't it such a pretty like Thanksgiving shade? Yeah. So Mooncat is my favorite nail polish, if y'all didn't already know. And in my last live, it's a very long live, okay? I will acknowledge, because I got up on here on Monday night, and I was pulling out my favorite like Mooncat shades that I had because I was getting questions about my nail polish. And then I didn't get a chance to get through the new purchases because Mooncat just had a big sale. And I was letting y'all know, okay? So if you are not following me, like, follow me on Instagram, because I do be letting y'all know in my stories and stuff. I am not affiliated with Mooncat in any way. I do not have an affiliate link with them. I just love them. I've tried so many nail polishes. I've tried gel, acrylic, and Mooncat stays put on my nails better than any nail polish I personally have ever tried. It hardens kind of like a gel. It's so easy to apply yourself at home. They have the most beautiful colors. They dry quickly, relatively quickly for being a regular nail polish. They're easy to remove with regular acetone. So like they just have a really great formula and shades, and the customer service is top notch. There's my link to my Instagram. So click that link and make sure to give your girl a follow. I will wait. Please go ahead and go do that. Thank you, Brian. Reminding everybody to subscribe, like, share, and notify. Hit your notifications so you're notified anytime I go live. Thank you, Brian. You're a real one for that. Okay, you can see the chat again. You're gorgeous. First time here. Hi, everybody, says Roses. I know Cordy, Low Bubble, they should sponsor me. I'm raving about them as if they paid me. Oh, look, my dog is here. That's Kilo. That's my ESA. But I didn't get a chance to show y'all my new purchases that I picked up from the Mooncat sale because that live was getting really, really long. So if y'all want to stick around, I can grab the couple of new colors that I picked up from Mooncat from the recent sale. Give me a like if you want to see that. I don't know what you're talking about, Rich Strasden. If your family is your priority, like, all the power to you. Yeah, thank you all for being nice to each other in the chat and saying hello to each other and being so welcoming and positive and kind. I had dinner earlier, Thani, so I'm not particularly hungry right now. Thank you. So I can grab those Mooncat shades for y'all if you're interested, if you'll just give me a sec, because I have to grab them from my little thing here. So this is like my spillover nail polish box that, as you can see if you watched my last video, I ran out of room in the other box, so this is just kind of where I'm keeping my nail polishes for now. If you're getting low on your nail polish, you can get this hinge thing from Amazon. If it's not already on my Amazon storefront, I'll try to link it for y'all. I do have an Amazon storefront, so check that out. And so, yeah, they have really, Mooncat, this is the packaging. They have great base coats. So you're going to want to get the base coat and their top coat, the Speed Demon top coat. This one's Emo for Life. It's just a solid, very reliable black. And it goes well underneath any shades that you want to like stand out. So I'll share with y'all the newer shades that I picked up that I actually haven't had a chance to wear on my nails yet. But y'all can tell me which ones you like best. Thank you so much, Major League Brick Ball, for the compliment. Hello from the UK, says Jason Smith. You like my socks? Thank you. I always have socks on. Dior, says Roses. I love Dior makeup. This one is called Flight of the Monarchs. They have the coolest names. Look at that flip. Look at all those gorgeous colors shifting in that polish. These look way better in person and on your actual nails. Love that color, says Kat. Thank you. Isn't she pretty? So can't wait to wear that. They said it was inspired by the monarch butterflies. Top coat, base coat. I got the Living Doll. This is one of their recent releases. Beautiful nail polishes, says Stacy. Right? Aren't they gorge? Look at the Living Doll. It looks like your basic baby pink, but it's not. It's far from that. You can see the bluish shift to it, right? Kind of purpley shift. Love it. I mentioned prior that my default nail polish color is, if I can't decide on what color to wear, is usually going to be a shade of pink because I love pink. I'm not filtered, but thank you for the compliment. You already know. You love the nail polish. Thank you. Another top coat. Got a couple of backups of those. Another base coat. So they have their hardcore base coat, and then they have their Getting Even nail primer. Get you both. I first do the hardcore base coat, then I do, so one layer of each. Then I do the Getting Even nail primer. You don't have to let it dry in between coats either. That's the amazing thing about Mooncat. Look, I've even like, I'm getting to the end of one of my base coat. Like these both base coats I've already, so these count as empties. When you're kind of getting down to the bottom of your polishes, I highly recommend picking up the Lacquered Revitalizer. This is like a paint thinner, and they recently came out with this, and it's amazing. So all you need is like a couple of drops, put it in this bottle, and put it like in this thing right here when it's getting towards the bottom to help you kind of like push it, you know, push that juice down. I love like the brush applicator on these babies. The handle, it just makes it like really easy and ergonomic to paint your nails. It's all in the details, you know. So, Flight of the Monarchs, Living Doll. Okay, this one's Momo Yuyake. This one was like Japanese themed inspired. Look at how gorgeous. Look at, y'all. It has like yellow, pink, green, orange. I don't even know. But it's just gorgeous. So hopefully that's kind of like showing up on camera. Yes. Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I always get up on here live and do my makeup. So every single one of you watching, come back. Come back, please. In 2 days, this Sunday, if you want to see me beat my face. All right. Ooh, okay, so this one's Bootlegger, the one that I'm actually wearing on my nails right now. So this just goes to show how, like, sometimes you just, like, this is, for instance, how the nail polish looks like in the bottle and how it looks like on my nails. So sometimes it's deceiving, you know? Yeah, I have a bunch of hauls on my YouTube channel if you ever want to watch any more. Hey, Stephanie. House of Hades. So I realized that I really didn't have any blue nail polishes. And when like 4th of July comes around, or the other day, my parents were hosting a wedding and like they wanted everybody to wear blue, and so I kind of wanted to do my nails. Hey Gina, I'm going through the rest of my Mooncat polishes that I didn't get to go through the other day. So I was like, I need a blue, because when like 4th of July or something comes around, I might want to do like red, white, and blue. So I showed you all how my absolute favorite red is Pandemonium by Mooncat. Look at this blue, y'all. This looks even more stunning on the hands. I mentioned in my prior live, go and join the Mooncat Claw Club. I think it's called the official Mooncat Official Claw Club on Facebook. If you are curious to see any of these colors on actual hands, on actual nails, because this right here, it's not going to do it justice. It just won't. So this is just such a gorgeous blue. And so I just figured it would be nice to have a blue in case I ever felt like doing my nails blue. Oh, this is one of their recent releases too. Literally painting my nails right now, says Stephanie. What color? I love that. They do dry fast, especially if you use the Speed Demon top coat. Their top coat is great. That's what I love about them. This one is the shade Pearl Clutcher. It's literally like such a beautiful pearl. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait to paint my nails. this pearl shade. I'm not married, Josh G, so no, I do not cheat on my husband. All right. This one is a magnetic. So if you use a magnet, it gives it like a really cool shift. It's called Port 666. You see that? How cool, right? Let me see if I can use a magnet. So the cool thing is, like, every time you get a magnetic nail polish color, Mooncat will give you a magnet for free. So look at how using a magnet literally makes the polish shift. You see that? Isn't that cool? Can you tell? Oops, sorry y'all. I have to plug my iPad in because it's dying, but I have a charger right here. So this is they have really amazing magnetics. So that's Port 666. Foggy Rose from Addiction Tokyo. Ooh, I haven't tried Addiction Tokyo polishes, but I hear they have really great makeup since it's a Japanese brand. I have no doubts that that is good. What kind of a shade is it? This is Matte Made in Hell. So it's a mattifying top coat if you ever want to make any shades matte. And I recommend the darker shades. They look better matte. This one is in the shade Sakura Serenade. So this is what what Mooncat calls a thermal. So this shifts depending on the temperature. So I don't have anything to change its temperature right now. I think this isn't... Whoops. I think this is in the cold state, but when it gets warm, it'll shift to a light pink. So I thought this was really cool because, like, if you have longer nails like me, you might have the warm shade on your nail bed and then the tip will be the cold shade. Or even if you don't, like, you know, when you just get into the shower or, you know, depending on the shade outside, your nails will change color, which is really cool. I have Raynaud syndrome, so my hands are always freezing cold. And so usually they're just in the cold state always. So that's why I just don't really get into the thermals, but I just couldn't help myself then to get one more. I also have Sage Brush that I featured in that last video. It's another thermal. But I think that since I got Shade Brush, they came out with way better thermal options. So yeah, those are my recent purchases from Mooncat. Hello, everybody new that's joining. Please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So yeah, that is that, y'all. I think I've officially ran out of things to entertain you with at this point. So unless anyone has any other questions that I am happy to answer, I'm gonna plug this in real quick so it doesn't die on me. I think I'm gonna close out this live for the night, y'all. I don't have an OF. If I ever get an OF, I'll let you know. I don't work for Mac. I'm a lawyer. I hate to go, y'all, but I fear that it is my time. I still need to get in the shower. Your girl has had a long day, but it was so nice hanging out with y'all. Thank you so much for joining my live. This was so fun. I love these impromptu lives. So as I continue to get products trickle in from the Sephora sale, I'll probably get back on here and do this again with y'all. So I'm excited to go out and try my new body wash that I picked up. David, you can look me up on Google. 320-913 is my bar number. So it's a matter of public record if you doubt me. Thank you so much, Gwendolyn, for the compliment. Yes, I will hope to see each and every one of you on my Sunday live, where I will probably go and wash these brushes so that these babies are ready and fresh and squeaky clean for you to see in action this Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, here on Instagram and on YouTube Live. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If you're shopping any of these products, I appreciate you using my links. Love you. Good night, everyone. Happy Friday.